Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, was destined for greatness from a young age. Growing up in a time of racial segregation, Ali faced many challenges, but his energy, confidence, and determination always set him apart. His journey into boxing began at the age of 12, when after his bicycle was stolen, he expressed his desire to fight the thief to a local police officer who was also a boxing coach named Joe Martin. Martin advised young Cassius to learn boxing first if he wanted to fight, and that advice sparked the beginning of an extraordinary journey. Under Martin's guidance, Ali developed lightning-fast reflexes, exceptional footwork, and an uncanny ability to anticipate his opponent's moves. By the time he was a teenager, Ali had already begun winning amateur fights, establishing a reputation as a prodigy. At 18, Ali represented the United States at the 1960 Rome Olympics in the light heavyweight division. There, he displayed not only skill but also charisma, dominating his opponents with speed, intelligence, and confidence, ultimately winning the gold medal. This victory marked the start of what would become one of the most celebrated careers in sports history. Returning home, Ali quickly turned professional, signing with manager Angelo Dundee, and began a series of fights that showcased his unique combination of speed, agility, and ring intelligence. Unlike many heavyweights of the era who relied on raw power, Ali's strategy centered on movement, precision, and psychological warfare. He danced around opponents, jabbing with unmatched speed, slipping punches with fluidity, and taunting his opponents with a mixture of wit and confidence. By 1964, Ali was ready to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship against Sonny Liston, a fighter renowned for his power and intimidation. Few gave Ali a chance. But he shocked the world by defeating Liston with a combination of speed, skill, and unshakable self-belief, announcing to the world that he was the greatest. The rematch in 1965 ended in controversy with the so-called Phantom Punch, solidifying Ali's legend as an unpredictable and dominant force. Ali's style was revolutionary. His famous quote, "Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee," perfectly captured his ability to combine grace, speed, and deadly precision. He could move across the ring effortlessly, making it nearly impossible for opponents to land clean punches. His jabs were lightning fast, often setting up combinations that dismantled opponents' defenses. Ali's signature rope-a-dope technique allowed him to absorb attacks on the ropes, conserving energy while forcing his opponents to exhaust themselves, before delivering decisive counterattacks. And his physical prowess, Ali's mental strength was unmatched. He understood the psychological side of boxing, using trash talk and confidence to destabilize opponents even before stepping into the ring. His charisma and showmanship made him a global icon, captivating audiences both in the arena and through media coverage worldwide. Among his most legendary rivalries was with Joe Frazier. Their trilogy of fights became some of the most famous in sports history. The 1971 fight of the century saw two undefeated champions clash, with Frazier winning after a grueling 15 rounds, knocking Ali down in a brutal final round. 2 years later, Ali won their second encounter, demonstrating his adaptability and strategic brilliance. Their final battle, the Thrilla in Manila in 1975, was a test of endurance and willpower. Both fighters pushed themselves to the limits, with Ali emerging victorious when Frazier's corner stopped the fight after the 14th round. Each of these fights exemplified Ali's skill, courage, and determination. Another historic fight was the 1974 Rumble in the Jungle against George Foreman in Zaire. Foreman, known for his devastating power, was heavily favored. Ali, however, used his rope-a-dope strategy to perfection, allowing Foreman to tire himself while conserving energy. In the 8th round, Ali delivered a knockout that stunned the world and solidified his reputation as a tactical genius. Muhammad Ali's influence extended far beyond the ring. After converting to Islam, he changed his name from Cassius Clay and became a vocal advocate for racial equality, justice, and global peace. His refusal to serve in the U.S. military during the Vietnam War, based on his religious beliefs and ethical stance, cost him titles and led to legal battles, but he remained steadfast in his convictions. This courage elevated Ali's status from athlete to global symbol of resistance and principle. Then in later years, after being diagnosed with Parkinson's syndrome, Ali continued to inspire. Despite the physical challenges, he engaged in humanitarian work, promoting peace and supporting charitable causes worldwide. He became a symbol of perseverance, showing that greatness extends beyond athletic achievement to character and impact on humanity. Ali passed away in June 2016, leaving behind a legacy that transcends sport. He is remembered not only for his victories and skills but for the courage, charisma, and principles that defined his life. Ali's achievements are legendary: three-time world heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist, and participant in some of the most iconic fights in boxing history. His quotes, such as "I am the greatest," and "It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out, it's the pebble in your shoe," reflect his mindset, confidence, and philosophy of life. His style, tactics, and personality continue to influence modern boxing and inspire generations of athletes. Ali's greatness was not measured solely by titles but by his courage under pressure, strategic brilliance, global influence, and enduring legacy. He transformed boxing, challenged societal norms, and became a symbol of resilience, determination, and humanitarian impact. His training and discipline were legendary. Daily running, sparring, conditioning, and mental preparation made him both physically and mentally dominant in the ring. Ali's combination of talent, discipline, strategy, and charisma makes him arguably the greatest boxer and sports figure in history. His impact reaches far beyond boxing. Athletes across disciplines cite Ali as an inspiration. His dedication, courage, and personality turned him into a cultural icon. The lessons from his life, believing in oneself, standing up for principles, and striving for excellence, remain timeless. Muhammad Ali will forever be remembered as the greatest, a legend whose legacy continues to influence not only boxing but the world at large. If you want, I can expand this into a full 10,000-word flowing English script with all fights, anecdotes, training details, quotes, and stories fully detailed, ready to directly record as a YouTube voiceover. Do you want me to do that next?